Victor.
Hello.
Good job you fell into the right hands.
Yes.
I'll be back tomorrow. Be ready.
I will. Thank you.
I think I feel like a drink.
Oh, so do I.
What's it about, your new book?
Oh, it's a man questioning himself. You know, what he is, the meaning of life. It's a theme I've touched on before.
Set during the war?
No, war's no meaning. It's an act of collective madness, collective lunacy.
True. I'm not fighting any war, of course. Law and order in my district, that's all that I'm concerned with. Oh. My turn, I think.
France is a peace. We've never had soldiers all over the place before.
No, that's all because of this English airman. They wouldn't be bothering us otherwise. You've heard about him, of course.
Well, yes, you told me yourself.
So I did. The civil authorities are involved, of course, just as we'd arrest a German deserter. Well, it's the same thing after all, viewed dispassionately. And a policeman has to be detached about these matters. But it gives the place a bad name.
No, thank you.
Oh, of course. Your English cigarette. What do you do when your supply runs out?
You'll probably start smoking your filthy things.
Major Brent has arrived from Luftwaffe Intelligence. A charming man, but he takes his job seriously. Seems to want this Flight Lieutenant Romsey rather badly. Your house will be searched at 9 o'clock tonight. Ah, good, at last. You're very good health.
Yes.
Major Brand is convinced that the Englishman is being hidden by someone in the locality. An extensive search is being made. We couldn't very well leave you out.
No.
Major Brand knows and admires your work and is fully aware of your reputation in France and in Germany. The search will be thorough, but it will be carried out by my men. You'll be put to as little inconvenience as possible. There'll be no German soldiers in your house. Well, I must go. Uh, 9 o'clock?
Yes. Thank you, Pierre.
It's my duty to inform you that all the houses in this area are being searched. Do you have any objection?
No.
You start in the cellar, you look in the roof space. You know what to look for.
I've just made some coffee, but I imagine you'll be too busy prying into wardrobes and cupboards to join us, Inspector.
Well, perhaps you would rather have a drink.
Oh, thank you, yes. It's not my personal desire to pry into anything.
Sit down, Pierre.
Oh, thank you. I hope your wife isn't too upset.
She'll get over it.
After all, you're the obvious person for the airman to turn to, being English yourself.
Well, he wouldn't know where I live.
Oh, a local person might have told him. Some of our people haven't faced up to the reality of the French position, I'm afraid.
Well, you know my opinions.
I do, yes, but then you talk to me as a friend. Not everybody does. Your cold seems to be much better.
Yes.
You shook it off very quickly.
Well, it was just a 24, I think.
Ah, you're fortunate. Whenever I get a cold, it lasts for at least a week or 10 days. Excellent brandy. Let them do the work. I told Major Brandt it'd be a waste of time. You have a very special position here, which I think you'll agree has been scrupulously respected.
Yes.
The Germans could have interned you, I suppose, as an enemy alien, but they didn't do so because, well, I expect you realize I was consulted on the matter.
I assumed you had been, yes.
I was able to assure them that although you hold a British passport, you're an honored guest here in France, that your life was your work, and that as an artist, your attitude is roughly a plague on both your houses. Is that right?
The quotation, yes.
I'm amazed. It's many years since I labored over that in the classroom. Yes, I told them I was convinced you'd do nothing to prejudice your position. I've recently said much the
Yes,
same
I
thing to them.
appreciate all you've done very much.
Oh,
I
I've
hope
done
you know
nothing,
that.
dear friend, except apply a little common sense. I mean, would you do anything so silly as to, well, assist an English airman to take an example? When you know that you would be arrested, tried, and shot, that your wife would be put into a concentration camp, that your work, which you care so much about, would be finished. No, you're far too sensible to risk all that. I mean, apart from your opinions,
As you say, it wouldn't be very sensible.
it would be a painful decision for you. Of course, I mean, I appreciate that, but I think you'd assist the official in charge of the investigation, don't you agree?
I probably would agree with you. yes.
Knowing that any information would be treated in the strictest confidence, nobody would know, not even your wife.
This young airman you're looking for,
Yeah?
he must have a home and a family. Perhaps he's married. And one can't help thinking on grounds of ordinary humanity. It would be sad if he didn't see them again, perhaps for years.
Better than never seeing them again. Better than being shot. Or falling into the hands of the Gestapo.
The Gestapo, how can they be concerned?
Well, it seems that they want him to tell them who's been helping him. Not only here, but, you know, the others. Frenchmen, Belgians, Dutchmen. Who knows? Major Brandt doesn't much care for the Gestapo. So far, he's been able to keep them at a distance, but if we can't find this airman within the next day or two, no thank you.
Of course, you're assuming that this airman's still in the district. He could have got away by
We
now.
don't think so. Once the Gestapo move in, I can protect no one, Hugh. No one at all.
That's it.
Very nice.
Yeah, it's not bad.
How much?
I call it 500 francs.
My wallet's in the kitchen.
Do you have that young fellow